thing because his mother asked him to, his parent told him to. Why can you not do it? That is, if I can speak for myself, most of the time I do say no to my mother. And you know what? The moment I say no, what I remember. If Jesus knew everything but he still listened to his mother, why can I not listen? I mean, I know absolutely nothing. I know nothing about the future. I know nothing about what's going to happen even in 50 seconds. But I know what's happening now. I know what happened in the past. But Jesus knows. He knew about the future. He knew about the past. He knows what's going to happen in a few seconds. But he still listened to his mother. So we need to listen to our parents. And that is what the Ten Commandments actually says. You remember the Ten Commandments? We all learned that, didn't we? What does it say in the Ten Commandments about parents? What, say that again loudly. Everyone together. Exactly. That is what the Bible teaches us. Not because, oh, I'm obeying them, that means I'm submitting. No, it's not. It means I'm obeying them because they know better than me. Your mother was a 12 years old before you. Your father was a 10 years old before you. So he knows what kind of a past you have. And let's come to the present time. At this time, our parents, they were not born in the UK like us. They came from a different country, right? When they were coming here, they had passed a lot of things. They were mistreated by people, looked down on, and every terrible thing you could think of at this moment happened to them. They had to cross over seas, not just with a boat, not a big boat where you can a cruise, not that. Inflatable boat. Imagine that, crossing at sea with it. You can't even cross a beach with that. But our parents did it. Because you know why? For our future. I know at that time when they were coming here, maybe they came like 10 years before you guys were born. Maybe they didn't know they were going to have you, specifically kids. But they knew they were going to have kids and they didn't want that kind of life they had back home to happen to their children. And here, most of you have iPads, don't you? You use TV anytime you want. You have light, power, whenever you want it. There's Wi-Fi. I'm going to talk about this from my experience because I was back home in Eritrea. The light, you don't have it 24/7. There is one morning you have it, the next morning it's gone, like it was never there. Wi-Fi, it didn't happen. There was no such a thing as Wi-Fi. TV, it was only one channel. And in that channel, we don't even watch a lot of entertainment for kids. But our parents crossed seas. They got mistreated. They were made in some countries like a servant to get here. Even now in this country, they're still being mistreated. They're still being experiencing racism and a lot of other things. For what? For you guys. And if the last thing, the only thing we can do is we can make them proud. Yes, at this time you guys don't do work, but you do studies, right? Yeah. Exactly. You guys can come home and study and do good at school. That will make your parents proud. You guys can listen to your parents, do what they told you. That can make them proud. And that is the minimum that you guys can do. And when you guys are studying, you're not just thinking about yourself. Oh, sometimes I'm like, okay, let me study. I'm going to study, I'm going to get a good grade, and I'm going to start working, I'm going to get a good job, I'm going to be rich. Who am I going to be affecting when I get rich? Who? Who else am I going to be affecting? If I became rich, exactly, I'm going to be affecting family. Who do you think I'm going to be affecting? I'm going to be affecting the poor, but it depends on how I decided to use my money. If I'm going to use my money to help the poor, but especially I'm going to be affecting my family. Okay? When money comes, it can bring you shame, but it can also make your parents proud. Listen, I finish school, I graduate, I start working, I start a good job, I become rich. You know what? The minimum I can do is I can make my parents retire and I can take care of my parents. Because you know why? Because they experienced a lot of hardship to take care of me, right? And that is the last thing I can do. And yes, I can affect the poor, but it can also strengthen my faith. I get the money. God said, money is just a material. Don't let that affect you. And you can help your parents with it. You can help a lot of people with it. You can help a lot of things with it. Alright? And one of the ways that you can obey your parents is, at this time, you guys are kids. If your parents are telling you, there's a friend of yours and they don't have a good feelings about this friend, they tell you that, oh, this friend of yours is a bad friend. I don't like him.